G'day geeks, Chris here. This is a video all about the Nexus Toy Fair that was recently held, so the quarterly Nexus Toy Fair here in Perth. So I had a table again and I managed to sell some stuff and I managed to buy some stuff as well. So let's talk about the stuff that I sold and the stuff that I bought at Nexus Toy Fair. I enjoy going to the Nexus Toy Fair. My last video was all about this stuff that I was packing up to sell there. So I sold probably about half of the stuff that I bought. So as I said in the intro, Nexus is held every 3 months here in Perth, Western Australia. And so yes, this was the one on Saturday, the 11th of October. And yeah, it was awesome. There was about 137 tables, I think, and there were hundreds of customers coming through. So it's held from 9 to 12 and us vendors get in early to set up our tables, obviously. And it was awesome just to see what everybody had on display for sale. And yeah, just having some wonderful conversations with people and my friends who dropped by just to say hi and show me the stuff that they bought. It was very, very exciting. So yes, I'm very thankful. This is that I have the opportunity to go to Nexus. So I shared a table with my mate Adrian. And this was actually our 2-year anniversary. So we started selling for the first time in October 2023. So very, very happy. So yes, I managed to get out from down the other side of the table, and as the crowds kind of died down towards the end of the day, and have a bit of a look and picked up a few things myself. But there was so much good stuff on display, and here's some of the things that I picked up. There were a few things that I was tempted by. There was a cool Monsters in My Pocket display with a few little MIMP monsters in my pockets, a little Rabakeshi type figures from the 80s, and there was a Stranger Things, Dungeons and Dragons as well. I didn't really look at any comics, which is quite unusual, but yeah, I actually only bought 3 things from the toy fair. So this is the first thing I bought for $40. This is, you don't really find these in Australia very often, but this is the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase, one of my favourite wrestlers from the 80s, and this is from the WWF or E Superstars line, which is basically a retro kind of line. This is from Mattel. These are the others in the line: Undertaker, Papa Shango, and Mankind. So yes, you can see it's kind of got the black and white card. This is Series 3, and yeah, I like Ted DiBiase. He was always one of my favourite wrestlers, and yeah, so let's actually open him up and see what he looks like. Here he is, classic bad guy from the 80s, Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, and as the back of the card back says, includes fabric entrance suit, and I just love that he's got this, you know, like smirk on his face. Definitely one of the main bad guys. Yeah, he's kind of got that Masters of the Universe Origins kind of style body. He's got the Velcro, so you can kind of take this suit off, I'm assuming, and give him his more wrestling attire. So yeah, a couple of Velcro tabs there. Oh, there we go. He looks like a male stripper, doesn't he? Chippendale. So you can take that off. I mean, Ted DiBiase was never this muscular, but you know, they're using the same style body, obviously, and he's got the little bow tie there as well, and yeah, just the classic wrestling boots. But yeah, let's strip him down, shall we? Ooh. Looking good there, Ted. So yes, it's basically the same as the Master of the Universe Origins body, thus all the muscles, and his head can come off, as can his feet, and that just makes it easier to take off his green costume. So yes, that's his little jacket, and it's got the dollar on there, and also on the collar. And his pants are connected to the little white front, whatever that thing called, with a bow tie. And he also comes with a set of interchangeable hands, which are like splayed out hands, and probably fists, yep, and also a little money, dollar bill kind of thing, which is pretty awesome. So yes, pretty great. He had a basic, you know, wrestling attire, but he always had good entrance outfits, so very glad I got this, and this will fit well with the rest of the kind of Masters of the Universe wrestling crossover figures that I have. So I've got like Junkyard Dog and Andre the Giant and stuff, so this will fit nicely on my wrestling shelf. So very glad that I saw this. Don't see them in Perth, don't see them in Australia very often, so happy to get the $1 Million Man. said, I didn't rummage through comics like I normally do at Nexus. There was quite a few people selling comics, but I did see this. So this is a reprint of Void Rivals issue 1. So that's been around since 2023, and that's part of Image's Skybound imprint, which is from writer Robert Kirkman, who did Invincible and The Walking Dead. And this is a sound chip edition. So this makes the noise of the Transformers sound, basically like those birthday cards you get, and when you open them and they make a sound or sing happy birthday or whatever. So this is quite new. It's just a reprint, as I said, of the first issue of Void Rivals, and it's part of their Energon universe, which Image are doing, which is now G.I. Joe and Transformers. They're in the same shared universe as Void Rivals, and there's also just a brand new action figure and Void Rivals Transformer pack, which has just been released as well. But yes, this is Void Rivals number 1, and it's in a bag, but let's open it up and see what it looks and sounds like. So here we go. This is the sound chip edition of Void Rivals 1, with the lovely foil Autobot cover, and there's a Decepticon version as well. And there's the little sound chip in there, and as I said, inside, that's just a reprint of Void Rivals number 1, which is basically just a sci-fi comic, which is still going. But yeah, pretty awesome. I mean, obviously it's just it's just a gimmick, but you know, I'm a bit of a sucker for comic book gimmicks. It was certainly a big part of collecting in the 90s. I don't know how many of these are made, and they're not cheap, you know, quite a bit more expensive than your standard comic price, but glad I got that one anyway. So that's the second thing I bought, Void Rivals number 1, sound chip edition. The last thing I bought, I don't actually have it with me, so it's actually with my table mate Adrian, who I was selling with at Nexus Toy Fair. So he's got it with him, but that's okay. So the third and final thing I bought at Nexus was from my mate Ryan the Collector Kid. Definitely give him a follow on YouTube, and trust me when I say he's got some pretty cool videos coming down. But yes, he knew that I was after a kind of vintage Robocop figures from the animated series back in the 80s, which I don't have any, and he had a lovely carded example, and he brought that over and gave me a wonderful deal. So thank you, Ryan. Very happy to have Robocop figure, and this is what he looks like. Main bad guy, all of accessories, and comes with the little caps as well, the little payback caps that you would fire, little smoke would come out. So very nostalgic for me. So glad I have a wonderful carded example of that. And Ryan and I also had lunch together afterwards, which was a wonderful time. And the day after Nexus Toy Fair, I went to Revival House in Como, which is a specialist cinema. They show old films from the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. The first time I went there, I saw Akira, classic Japanese animated film. And on Sunday, the day after Nexus, I saw Star Trek VI, The Undiscovered Country from 1991, I think. And yeah, it was awesome just to watch one of my favourite Star Trek films on the big screen. So very happy that places like that still exist. So there you go. That's the stuff I got from Nexus. The next one is in January, Saturday the 17th of January 2026. But before that, there's also another toy fair in Collector Zone, and that's normally held on a Sunday. So thank you to all those who came by, stopped by my table and said hello. It's just a wonderful time, not only to buy stuff and to sell stuff, but also just to have wonderful conversations. And I always enjoy just the wonderful time that I have at Nexus. Thank you for watching all the way to the end, and I'll catch you in the next video. Goodbye, geeks.